There doesn't seem to be any shortage when it comes to lolcows on the internet these days. As bizarre as it sounds, they're the closest thing that we have to superhero comics set in a shared universe, each with their own origin stories, side characters, villains, and lore. But also, just like in comic books, there are some characters that are much more popular than others. Chris-chan, Ethan Ralph, Cyrax, King Cobra JFS. But there's another big dog at this point that's arguably more known than the rest of them. Well, except for Chris-chan, that is. And that man is Daniel Larson. He has been described as Zoomer Chris-chan due to how infamous he's gotten with, well, the Zoomers. But you're not interested to see his nicknames, you want to see a lunatic. And trust me when I say, Daniel does not disappoint.
I finally got my haircut done.
Where I belong. Heartache lingers. Can we be strong?
Roaring thunder, northern lights, through the night they fly.
Most of Daniel's origin story isn't that important, so we're gonna make this quick. Daniel was born in California on November 15th, 1998, to the parents Travis Larson and Elizabeth Scheimer, but ultimately these two don't really matter because in January 2010, Travis would leave the family seeing Daniel as a lost cause. And a few years after that, when Daniel was either 13 or 14, he was taken from his mother Elizabeth due to being a neglectful parent and taken to a place called the Tennyson Center for Children. The Tennyson Center has been taking care of abused children in Colorado ever since 1904. Daniel was even shown there on the news once, covering his story.
First came here, I actually was really nervous.
That's 14-year-old Danny, who came from an extremely neglectful home. When his grandmother got word of Danny's situation, she moved here from California to be his guardian.
Wonderful!
So he wouldn't end up in a foster home. Danny still lived at the center for a year and a half, but now lives with his grandma, continuing to go to school at Tennyson and receive treatment.
Well, like that story said, Daniel ended up being taken in by his grandmother Nancy, who actually also adopted Daniel's mother Elizabeth. Nancy had moved from California to Colorado in order to look after Daniel, and she wasn't alone in this. Where Chris-chan had Bob Chandler, Daniel had Bob Proctor. Daniel was definitely dealt a bad hand in the game of life, and even though things were starting to look up for him, there was a problem that I probably don't need to tell you about, but I will anyways. Daniel is a crazy person. He has a combination of autism, bipolar disorder, ADHD, and schizophrenia. Not the meme kind either, the real kind. Now that we've gotten a quick look at Daniel's childhood, let's see how his adult chronicles started out.
After basically 15 years of my parents hitting me with belts, my dad asking me to smoke cigars as a child, I decided to push my mother out of the way one time when she cornered me when I was 18, and they called that assault, and I went to jail for 45 days. But if my mother was the one that was abusing me my whole life and never got in trouble, and I did one thing to her and went to jail for 45 days, I did one thing, she did like 150 things. She should be the one to get the blame. In the end, God has the golden rule, treat others the way you want to be treated. So she actually well deserved that one thing for what she did.
That's right, on November 6, 2017, when Daniel was 18, he hit his wheelchair-bound mother, Elizabeth, and was sentenced to 44 to 45 days in jail, getting himself this nice little booking photo. Daniel's mother would even say this about him in a YouTube comments section years later. He doesn't just have autism, he has severe bipolar and schizophrenic. He has beaten me and my mom. He has lied and has fantasies about so many things. He does not want to listen to authority. He is not famous but wants to believe he is. He does what he wants, and if you don't let him, he gets violent. If you want more information, contact me. Would you believe me if I told you that it was all downhill from his arrest? Well, Nancy would die in June of 2019, but that wasn't what would cause him to go into free fall. See, in September 2019, Daniel would make his first TikTok account. At this time, Daniel had a job and a roof over his head. But after getting somewhat popular on TikTok and thinking that he was a celebrity, Daniel somehow got in his head that the 2020 George Floyd riots were about him. Like legit, he thought people were rioting over him. To his credit though, he did tell people to stop.
This is 30 seconds of silence for the people who have passed away in the Daniel Larson riots. Okay.
Now, at this point, I think it's pretty safe to say that Daniel is a little loony, but keep in mind that he had close to a 100,000 follower TikTok account at the time. And with such a big following like that, Daniel declared that he was going to be running for president, something that you actually have to be 35 years old to do, but whatevs, I guess.
Hello, Dan. Hello, everyone. This is Daniel Larson. I think we did it. We are so close to winning the election this year. Let's keep up the great work. I think we have it.
Now that we have the foundation laid down, let's get to the big stuff. On November 20th, 2020, Daniel's Pinterest account would get leaked. In it, there were some very questionable things, such as a map with each state's age of consent, pictures of some underage girls, but most notably one named Grace VanderWaal that we're getting to soon, all organized into folders such as age, SUL activity, and some things that YouTube won't let me say. But whatever you think, you're probably not far off. When Daniel was finally caught, he tried to do an internet classic and told people that he was actually hacked.
Like, it got hacked, like, early.
This dude diapers.
Wrote me out on that one.
Personally, I do not remember helping him, but maybe we did. I forget. I don't think we helped him.
I know for a fact
I think Daniel's.
I've been having issues with my media, like getting hacked, spam messages, the comments getting hacked.
Guys, I just want to remind you, Daniel
earlier this year, somebody
some
went
mental
into
issues and he can't be helped.
In August, I think, somebody went into my TikTok and I don't know how they did
Q&A
that,
live?
but they changed the singer-songwriter to rapper, which is not true. They changed that to rapper.
Daniel would then try to tell us that he never had a Pinterest account and got caught having one, so let's do this one as highlights, shall we?
But I can tell you right now, I've never had a Pinterest. This was actually a surprise to me yesterday when Roach told me about this.
Daniel, are you there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Make his screen bigger. I can't, guys. Otherwise, I want to pin both of them.
You took a screenshot of your home screen?
Yes.
Okay, well, I want you to go into your Gmail and type in Pinterest in your inbox. If something comes up, that means that Pinterest account would be yours. If nothing comes out, that means it isn't yours. Okay?
Okay.
Fuck.
It would preferably be best if you can screen record it.
I don't know if Android has a screen record. Dude, we need to get Daniel an iPhone, guys.
If you can go in there and just type in Pinterest, and if something comes up, then we'll know it's yours.
Guys, it says deleted on his thing. It says fucking deleted. It says fucking deleted, guys. Oh, it says fucking deleted, guys.
So that should time says 319.
Daniel is fucking
so that would have been done if you
deleted.
Like you're saying.
Oh my god, he got caught. He got caught lacking. He got caught lacking.
But what he wants to know is, why is there one deleted right when you took the screenshot?
Guys.
That would not stay there.
Guys.
And what did you delete?
I deleted it was a profile thing of Ball's Records. They sent a contract, and I did not want that to be in the video, in the photo.
You can undo your deleted things, so if you go undo whatever you deleted, then take another screenshot of it, and that's good.
Guys, Daniel is getting caught lacking. Guys, this is not good.
Okay.
Dude, I don't even know what the f is going on. Hey guys, shoe collection.
Daniel, go to the trash folder. Take a picture of the trash part.
That's what I'm doing.
Daniel's gonna delete from the trash folder too, bro.
I did have a Pinterest account.
So why someone tell me you are screen recording?
Someone
tell me you were recording that.
You could record it.
I'm on TikTok live right now, Diaper.
That's it. That's what
Oh
this whole
my
thing is
god.
about.
Guys.
Got him.
Guys.
You
Guys.
can record me. I don't care.
Remember, not to feel bad for Daniel either, because he would later admit to having the Pinterest account the whole time.
I know this is going to sound very, very crazy, and I mean the Pinterest, well, actually, before I say that, the fans, the Reddit is going to go nuts over this, and I'm probably going to get reported and all of this crazy stuff, but before we even talk about reporting me to the police or FBI or anything like that, I need to explain something real quick about this. Yes, the Pinterest was mine. And yes, I actually followed all of those pictures and stuff of, like, children. The reason why I was cleared by the FBI, okay, was because there was no child pornography, okay? I've already cleared the child pornography thing in another video where I explained that some more past management people told me to make a video saying I love CP, go check out Club Penguin, and they basically edited it, that video that I made, and showed the first portion, which was I love CP, go check out. That's where they edited it out. Okay, I know you guys can't really see me here, but I mean, it's nighttime outside, so I mean, that's not super helpful. But back to what I was saying about the Pinterest is, yes, I created the Pinterest, but like I said, there was no child pornography. Yes, it was pictures of kids though, like underage people. Yes, that part was true. And yes, I did follow all of those strange things, okay? I did that at the time for easy fame, because I needed to get everything heard with the abuse that was going on in the disability system. And the fact that, like, the providers were actually hitting me and shit like that. Like, I was actually being, like, hit by the providers. And I did need to make that public. I knew it wasn't going to go viral. I knew I couldn't get help. So I had to do something to be able to save myself. And I didn't know how. So I made the Pinterest.
Well, one of those girls was the previously mentioned Grace VanderWaal, and don't worry if you have no idea who she is, because before learning about Daniel, neither did I. Grace VanderWaal is an American singer that Daniel has been obsessed with ever since he was 17, and she was 12. It's unclear when this happened, but at some point in 2021, Daniel thought that Grace was in the hospital and he made sure that everybody knew about it. And with such a huge TikTok account, how do you think he did that?
There's currently a celebrity in the hospital. We are asking that the information gets loose. Thank you, everyone. Please spread the message. There's currently a celebrity. There's currently a celebrity in the hospital. Please spread the news. There's currently a celebrity in the hospital. Please spread the news. Thank you so much for all of your support. There is currently a celebrity in the hospital. We are asking that the message gets out. That's very rude of you.
And you're talking gibberish. Just go.
That was assault, by the way.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. I have it all on film.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to, because you tried to grab me.
I did not try to.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. It's all on film. It's all on film. There's currently a celebrity of the name of Grace VanderWaal that just passed away as of 6:30 tonight. We're asking that the message gets spread. Do you think you guys could spread the message through here? Grace VanderWaal.
Isn't she from ABT?
Yes.
She died?
She just died.
Stop it.
Yeah. Currently, I was actually supposed to do a collaboration with her.
Shut up.
And she just passed away. I was like talking with her just as she died.
Shut up.
Yeah.
It better be fake news.
It's not. It's actually, I'm going to be honest, it just happened, so the news has not picked it up yet, but they will be shortly.
Of course, why make TikTok videos telling your audience about it when you can tell randos in the street? May 6th has a different meaning for lots of people. As for me, it personally had no meaning, at least until I made this video, but for the Larson people, oh boy does it live in infamy. Why, some of you might be asking? Well, Daniel thought that it would be a good idea to show his wiener to 500 people on livestream. Daniel's TikTok actually got banned because he did that, mid-stream. Fast forwarding again to July 15th, 2021, and Daniel had a very big day. It starts with Daniel releasing his hit song that you've probably never heard of called Roaring Thunder. This is to Daniel as street racing scene is to Cyrax.
Roaring thunder, northern lights, through the night they climb, pounding hearts, epic voices, rising to the sky.
Well, that masterpiece that you just heard was paid for by the saint himself, Bob Proctor, from earlier. Bob would actually pay for other studio sessions as well, none of which had the money spent be made back, and with other bangers like STD Soap, you really need to wonder why. And yes, this is the Wheels on the Bus Go Round 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 song.
Let's get on fire.
Yeah, I got the STD, I got the STD, I got the STD soaps. That's why we're cleaning, that's why we're shoving, that's why we're cooking up this warm, fuzzy bubble bath.
But as if Daniel didn't have enough problems in life, he was having issues at home too, all apparently caused by a man named Jonas. I mention this because Daniel was admitted to the hospital on the same day that Roaring Thunder came out after he had an alleged altercation with Jonas. It's hard to say when this clip happened, but here we can see the relationship of Daniel and his caretaker.
I'm speaking perfectly good English, and you're threatening me. I come home, you're cornering me, you're coming into my room. What have I done to you? What have I done to you? Why are you threatening me with the police? Call your wife.
You've been gone for about 3-4 hours.
You told me I could do my meeting. I have a work meeting. You told me I could, so I did. You gave me permission.
When?
So things weren't looking very good at home, so Daniel did what a lot of delusional adults in their early 20s do and moved to Los Angeles on August 20th, 2021 to make it big. Except he didn't actually go to Los Angeles. He went to a place called Emeryville that's much closer to San Francisco. This trip was actually very short, with him catching a plane back to Denver, Colorado just a couple days later on August 24th. And now I want to tell you about Daniel's managers. There's a long list of people that become Daniel's managers, when really what they are is a revolving door of worm tongues, aka the guy from Lord of the Rings that manipulated the King of Rohan. Daniel's manager at the time actually got Daniel to do a Zoom call with people willing to pay where they could ask Daniel anything they wanted.
Hey Daniel, how you doing today, beautiful?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm glad to hear that. I just wanted to ask, how was your trip in California, Daniel?
You know, it was actually great in California. There was a situation when I was in California that my debit card got hacked. And so I actually was out in the middle of California with basically no money. So thanks to the Daniel Larson records, we were able to get back to Denver, Colorado. Thanks to all of you guys. So thank you so much.
That was the only thing of note from that call, with the rest being weaning or A-logging, but that's okay because fast forwarding again to October 4th, 2022, and Daniel would make a couple drunken TikToks.
Hello, everyone. Did you know that I'm gay? Did you know that this is all acting? I love acting. Acting.
Now, after a night of drinking, it's a good idea to get a bit of food into you, and Daniel was not pleased with the addition of honey mustard in his craft dinner.
This tastes like cow piss. Literal fucking cow piss. I want to know who the fuck put jalapenos in this. Holy fuck, my mouth is on fire. Holy fuck. I know why this tastes different. It's got something in it that's like sour as well. And if you look, it's got like little things in it. I don't know what it is. I've never seen that. Well, that makes a lot of sense. We don't have the fucking milk, so the asshole care provider didn't do the fucking milk. The only thing they could have done was water, but that's not the taste, but whatever. Like, I'm going to be straight up serious. Why does the mac and cheese taste a lot like ranch, but with like a tangy taste? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like honey mustard, the mac and cheese tastes more of like honey mustard, which is really weird. And if you look, bingo, it's got this. I want to see how much honey mustard they actually used.
I couldn't actually prove when this one happened, but I'd like to think that Daniel was upset and hungover. Daniel wasn't going to stay at this group home much longer, and before he moved out, him and Jonas would get into an argument over Daniel kicking a door and damaging the property.
I'm doing nothing.
So what did he do?
Like, just leave me the fuck alone. I want peace and quiet. That's why I'm moving out in a week.
You break my door?
No. Stop. You're not listening to me. You interrupt me. You don't let me talk. Like, how many times do I have to call you? And you don't fucking answer. You're not answering me. Like, literally, my family, my biological family is angry at you. You're not doing your job. You're never home. Like, the other client is going ballistic every single day.
You never keep teaching me, you know.
The other client is going fucking ballistic.
They record me all over the place now because I've got to press charges on this guy. You are recording me to put it on a...
Go to hell. Go to hell.
Now, why would this Jonas character accuse Daniel of doing that, I wonder? Why would Jonas accuse Daniel of damaging his house?
They're gonna wonder why it's so warm in here when this is done. I'll let that flood. Hey everyone, Jonas left that on right now. Jonas left that on. He's gonna burn down the house. Keep that running. Does anybody know how to change clocks? I'm washing my hands, everyone. It's morning, guys. Hey, I'm up on the counter, guys. I'm up on the counter. How long can I keep this running for? Hopefully they have to pay for it. It's gonna be clean.
As you could probably guess, Daniel didn't live there much longer after that, starting the homeless arc, where things would get pretty slow for a little while. A few months to be exact. I mean, one of the things that homeless people aren't exactly known for is being able to charge their phones all the way if they have them in the first place. Well, Daniel, on May 13th, 2022, tried to charge his phone on some stranger's porch and found out. It's highlight time.
What is the address of your emergency?
Yes, I have a trespasser sitting on my patio in the front of my house. I'd like this person removed.
Okay, hold on one moment, sir.
Get the f*** out. telling you. Get the out of here. Looks like a homeless person needs to get off my property. If I ever see you on this property again, there's gonna be consequences. Do you understand me? You don't come over here charging your phone and using my electricity. Who the are you? Are you gonna wait? Is that what you're waiting for?
I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't know if you're gonna...
I'm asking you a question. You better get the off of here. Get the out of here before I move you out of here.
If you take one step...
Get off my property!
If you take one step closer...
Get off my property!
If you take one step closer...
Get the off my property! Get the out of here!
No, because I'm afraid...
What do you mean no?
I'm afraid
you
if
better
you're...
start walking. I'm gonna give you the opportunity to start walking. What the is your fucking problem?
If you're gonna put hands on me...
Get your fucking ass out of here. Don't fucking come here. Don't you fucking show your face around here again. What the are you gonna do? You want me to you up? Is that what you want? Get the out of here and don't come back. Don't do it, bud. Don't do it.
If you're gonna put hands on me...
Get the out of here!
Well, you know who else faced adversity when he was without a home? That's right, Canadian icon Terry Fox. And just like Terry Fox, Daniel had a marathon to run. In this case, the Denver Colfax Marathon, where he placed 165th out of 166.
You are going to be a finisher. Here we go. You did it. Way to go.
Fast forward a month, on June 24th, 2022, and Daniel was somehow able to take over a protest and tell his life story to over 46 people. Let's do some more highlights.
But I have a very, very crazy story, very traumatizing story. I'm also on YouTube. I mean, search my name up, you could find me. When I was 18, so I have autism. A very minor case of autism. I'm very well spoken. I've always wanted to also run for politics and become president of the United States. So I'm 23 years old. This is only the beginning of my career. But I'm gonna say about 5 minutes, maybe less. I'm hoping it's less, but this is a very, very serious situation. So I came out here because I want this heard. When I was in disability services and I was trying to get myself heard on social media, I had somebody that claimed to be a record label reach out to me. And they gave me a contract and it said Sony Music. And I'm gonna be serious, it was a real contract. The issue is I didn't know that they got it straight off of online. Like, you could just go online and look up Sony Music contracts and find something. What ended up happening is they wanted me to go on to TikTok Live. I went on to TikTok Live, started my platform. That was around the time when I was gaining about 20 million views per week. During this entire time, when I was getting the 20 million views per week, that so-called management, which I later found out was fake, they ended up getting me to go onto TikTok Live and go completely nude on live. And at the time, there was 3,000 people in that live. And it went worldwide viral. Worldwide viral. And it kind of ruined my career because at the time, I was really inspired by a singer named Grace VanderWaal. And at the time, I was around 18 years old. And I wanted to collaborate musically. Of course, I don't know if that's in my future anymore.
While no one to this day knows how he managed to get that microphone in his hand, Daniel was actually marching along those protesters all day, most likely not even knowing what it was for. If you want to see how delusional Daniel is, he claims that 10 to 15% of the human population are his fans. That's almost as many people in the world that speak English.
Once or twice.
I want to say twice.
Twice.
2 major times, yes.
Okay. So how many fans would you estimate you have? Because you can never know.
I want to say that I'm about 10 to 15% of the world population.
Yeah.
I don't know where that population is fully.
Like the center. Like the,
right.
You don't
like,
know where most your fans are.
I don't know where a lot of them are. I want to say that it's, as of right now, it's mostly the, you know, teenager group, but that's how it all starts.
Yeah.
And then I want to say that just because of that now, it's starting to go up to the adults. And then the adults are starting to find out about me because of the, you know, teen group.
It don't happen overnight.
Yeah, exactly.
Very felt so.
Like, I want to say, as far as how many people have seen my videos, I want to say on TikTok, it's about 600 million. On YouTube, I want to say it's like 5 million on YouTube, estimatedly. And then that's not counting Reddit. Like, I want to say I'm around 700 million right now.
Daniel got this idea into his head because everywhere he went, TikTok Zoomers recognized him and played into his delusions. Here we can see a group of them bowing to him like he's a pharaoh. Daniel then started a Twitch account that somehow made enough money for him to pay for a hotel room for a night. Remember that at this point, Daniel had been homeless for over 6 months.
The first actual bed that I had in like over 6 months to a year. Oh my god, I love this.
I'd like to say that things were starting to look up for Daniel, but if I did that, I'd be lying to you because on July 21st, what's now known as the toothbrush incident happened. I can't show this on YouTube nor Rumble, but I'll say this. Daniel took a toothbrush and put it somewhere where a toothbrush should never go, and then put it in his mouth, in that order. Now, I'm gonna make this real fast, because we have something really good coming up. Daniel, a homeless person, spent $400 on a pair of headphones, and then 3 days later just destroyed them.
Andrew owes me a new one of those. There you go, Andrew. You owe me another one.
I don't know why he thinks Andrew owed him a new pair of headphones, and I don't care because Daniel actually texted Grace VanderWaal's mother and got a response. Please message me as soon as you can. Stop saying my daughter's name. Stop saying you are in a relationship with her. You are scaring her and our family. Everything you have said and done has been in your own mind. You need to access some mental health support and stop harassing my daughter. I have contacted the authorities and will continue to press the issue if you don't stop making disturbing videos. Your followers have harassed my daughter long enough. Stop. I understand. I'm ending my life tonight. Everyone has messed up everything. I understand what you and your family... Unfortunately, the rest of that text was cut off and I couldn't find the rest of it. But Grace's mother wasn't done with Daniel yet, because on August 13th, she had this to say to Daniel on one of his live streams. God, Daniel, do you think I'm watching your lives? Whoever just contacted you claiming to be me was not me. I have no idea who Ox even is. I don't want you to talk about Grace or our family anymore. I have only replied to you once when you DM'd me a couple of weeks ago. Then I told you to stop saying Grace's name, but clearly you refused to listen. Stop all this. Everyone communicating with you are trolls trying to get you to do crazy things. Please stop. Then things started to get even worse for Daniel because he developed trench foot, something that's actually pretty common for homeless people and of course people in trenches back in World War I. Oh yeah, how could we forget? Daniel was also tricked into believing that there was an imminent nuclear attack on the United States where he ended up running to the hotel lobby screaming that they were about to get hit and needed to go to the basement. I'm gonna skip the boring parts in this.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is not a test. The United States has been subjected to a nuclear attack. The North American Aerospace Defense Command has detected the launch of 12 nuclear missiles aimed towards the mainland United States. 4 of the 12 missiles launched have been intercepted. The 8 remaining nuclear missiles will strike the following locations in the next 15 to 20 minutes: Los Angeles, San Diego, Chicago, Houston, Phoenix, New York City, Philadelphia, and Seattle. Within a 300-mile radius of these areas, everyone should seek out a fallout shelter as soon as possible. Nuclear fallout is a byproduct of nuclear attacks, and prolonged exposure to it.
Dan, are you within 300 miles of Los Angeles?
Yes.
Burn injuries and
Do we think that the hotel is potentially radiation resistant?
I don't think the nukes affect celebrities.
Visible dirt and debris raining down.
That was all done because of a $100 donation goal that Daniel was unaware of, and when he found out it wasn't real, he was not happy. Okay, Dan.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay. It was a prank, Dan.
What the
It was a prank.
You.
I'm sorry. We made $100. I put a goal for the prank. We're at $100.
Listen to me now. You might actually get me kicked out of this hotel tonight. You.
No, Dan. We made $100. Don't be angry. We'll go back to the normal news.
No, listen to me. The hotel people and the security downstairs are trying to look at the news right now.
Wait, did you tell them we're getting nuked?
I told them that it's all over the news. Channel 18. CNN. Don't ever do that again or you're getting fired.
Okay, I won't do it again. I'm so sorry. I did not think that you were going to go to the front desk, Dan. I was actually going to tell you about right when you ran out of the room. Well, something that should have made Daniel happy was on August 31st, Daniel was once again given housing thanks to a non-profit group called the Shields Foundation, where he lived with a lady named Mrs. P. Now, after being homeless for most of the year, you would think that Daniel would be very thankful to have a roof over his head, right?
Well, I'm not going to sleep in my room without...
It's like you're recording, so it's like, why does everything need to be so public with you? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
It's for my safety, because you guys want to kick me out on the street.
Nobody wants to kick you out. If she wanted to kick you out, she would have been put in a 30-day notice for you. I'm pretty sure.
Robert said that
you broke the window. Miss P has been dealing with you.
Robert's not trying to kick you out. Yeah.
I don't think it's.
I have his number.
But Robert's not trying to kick you out. Like, you don't have to record everything. Like,
I am required to for my company and for my protection.
You understand, but Robert's not saying like, hey, you can't do that, Daniel. You can't bust home.
Listen, so you done with him all that later?
Daniel Larson, after being graciously invited into Mrs. P's home, doxed its location, causing people to send mail that was very not safe for work. Daniel was kicking holes in the walls, causing the caretaker to call the police. Daniel would then end up homeless again, 100% because of his own actions.
Okay, so I have an update. So I am now kicked back out, living on the street again. The police officer that showed up, that the Shield Foundation called, is the same police officer that has written all of my other charges against me. They have now wrote another one for $1,000, estimatively. They do not know, but is what they said. They do not know, but they estimated it at $1,000. They refused to talk to my case manager, Riva, and they called me a liar about my entire management and how we're trying to get all this, sorted out. We need people to all be on the same page. They have completely called me a liar. The situation blew up out of control, and now because of the people showing up on property, phone numbers being leaked, the provider, Miss P, has now came out and told the police that she is in fear for her life and is in fear of my popularity. And she has now come forward and said that. And so the police did write me a citation for $1,000.
While homeless, Daniel ended up meeting up with some fans at a local Dave & Buster's, and then they drove him an hour away and abandoned him at a store.
So did they just bring me to Colorado Springs? We got a hotel room, and they take me to Walgreens, and they get kicked out of their mother's house, so they're now living on the street homeless, and literally just now left me in Colorado Springs with court in just a couple days, and no way to get home? Like, what is going on? Okay, they're gonna need to come back in like the next 5 minutes. If they're not here in 5 minutes, I'm calling the police and I'm filing a report.
Daniel was actually rescued by some of his other fans that picked him up in their car and played his music on the way back to Denver. Just because Daniel was back in Denver didn't mean that he was home clear. Daniel, on the 25th of October 2022, would show that he was spending the night in an elevator shaft with 3 other homeless people. Why did Daniel sleep there, you might be wondering? No joke, because he felt he was too good for the homeless shelter, and no, I'm not exaggerating. Then, we get to one of the main events of this story, what's known as the December 10th incident, or more commonly known as, "The motel threatened to kill me!" where Daniel physically attacked Bob while he was bleeding from his nose. Most of this was off camera.
Get out of my car, Daniel! No! Get the hell out of my car! God damn! Get out of my car!
No! You don't understand! You don't understand! Stop!
Get
it's
out of
not
my
my
car.
fault! It's not my fault! It's
Get
not
out
my
of my
fault!
car.
The motel! The motel! The
out of
motel
my
just
car.
threatened to kill me!
Get out of my car!
Stop! The motel threatened to kill me! The motel threatened to kill me! The
Get out of
motel
my car,
threatened to
Daniel.
kill me!
Get out of my car!
No.
Bob then did something that you would only actually see in a movie, and bought Daniel a plane ticket and actually sent him to Los Angeles so he wouldn't have to deal with him anymore. Then, Daniel would roam the City of Angels, dine and dashing wherever he went to feed himself, and plan on saving money to get back to Denver. Now, we're into Daniel's biggest year yet, 2023. We've all heard about New Year, New Me. Well, Daniel started by admitting to some of his prior sins on January 16th, 2023.
I thought it's time for me to come clean. I admit that I am vile. And I admit that yes, I hit Bob. The reason being is growing up, I didn't have anybody that really cared for me. I didn't have anybody that supported me. I cared in what I wanted. And I got badly trolled. And it turned me into what I turned out to be. And I'm trying to change. I need help.
Well, the next day, Daniel would reward himself by going to Disney World. But while Daniel was having a great time, his community realized something. Daniel had scabies. Daniel's community then started warning locals with posts like this. Calling all Anaheim residents, a man from Colorado has recently been seen in multiple places like Disneyland, Panera Bread, Denny's, etc., while making videos saying he has scabies. His name is Daniel Larson, he is homeless, and he has an online reputation for being a creep. Daniel has also been live streaming and taking pictures of children in places like Starbucks. He's been in the area for around a week now and sleeps in parking garages. He has been in countless restaurants and public places over the last few days. If you see him, please call the police. Scabies are like lice and very contagious, so people were taking this seriously. And unlike most internet doctors, these guys were right. Daniel would go to the hospital for itching where he was diagnosed professionally with scabies. After getting medicated, Daniel would make a very odd video saying goodbye to his scabies, and let me warn you in advance, this one's pretty wild.
Oh, so I was just given a pill to get rid of these scabies all over me. It was nice knowing you, friends. Now you're all dead. Nice knowing you. Goodbye.
Spoiler alert, they weren't gone for long, but we'll get into that later, because on February 10th, Daniel would have his last instance in California, where he was caught sleeping in a Planet Fitness bathroom stall and got kicked out, arguing the entirety of it. It's highlight time.
I said, give me a second. Okay? Like, literally. And then you literally get more than a second, come on. And you're threatening me, and I'm not gonna leave.
You hold it back to talk.
Okay, and I literally said, I said, give me a second.
Give me a second.
Since you guys want to argue, then I'm going to take longer. Because you guys want to argue, and you guys are threatening me. Like, first off, you guys are standing right outside the stall, and I said, give me a second, and you guys, now you're fucking spying on me? Like, really? This is fucking ridiculous. You shouldn't have somebody in here. Don't fucking threaten me. Don't fucking threaten me, bitch. Don't fucking threaten me, bitch. Don't fucking threaten me, bitch. Don't fucking threaten me.
All right, well, you're never gonna leave. I need you to leave right now. Not a second anymore. I need you to leave right now.
Well, first off...
No, first off, no, nothing. I will literally find your car and cancel out right now if you don't leave right now.
Then leave the men's restroom.
No, I'm gonna wait here. Come on, let's go. Come on, get out, please. You need to leave now. You need to leave. You need to leave.
I told you to leave the men's restroom.
I literally have to kick you out. You have to go. You don't make the demands right now. What are you doing?
I was trying to change my fucking shot.
You've been here for more than 6 minutes.
But then you started spying.
I have not been here to do that.
And then you want to start cussing me out.
You were going in all that good shit. That's cool. Come on. You hold it up. Come on, let's go.
But I'm just saying I was doing nothing, and then you started cussing the hell out of me.
Welcome to the men's restaurant. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go.
I'm not.
You're hot. You high as a motherfucker.
Don't even call me that.
Come on.
Don't even fucking call me that, bitch.
Let's go. Come on.
But I just said, what did I just say? I'm not gonna leave with people threatening me.
Let's go. I need you to go, please. I really don't want the sheriff to take you out. That's the last thing I want. Trust me. I already called them. I don't want them to kick you out. That's embarrassing on you.
Right. Since I've now been kicked out of 35 different Planet Fitnesses, I am now declaring war.
Well, you know what they say, there are only a few places in America these days that you can make it, and since Daniel couldn't make it in LA, he instead went to Sin City, Las Vegas.
The American dream is dead. Only Vegas is left here for fame and fortune.
After moving to Vegas on February 13th, 2023, things didn't get much better for Daniel because he tried his sleeping in the bathroom trick again and this time got kicked out by a much harder casino crew than the Planet Fitness staff from earlier. Let's do some more highlights.
No, you fucking won't. No, you fucking won't. You aren't gonna do
You better calm down. You get stupid now? Let's go right now.
No.
Walk.
No.
Walk. Let's go.
Don't yell at me. I said don't yell at me. I said don't yell at me. I said don't yell at me. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
I don't think so.
Don't grab me like that. Don't fucking grab me like that. Don't grab me like that.
Walk. Just walk. I said walk.
I said don't.
I said don't touch me like that. Don't touch me.
Mechanical restraints. Do not step on this property, sir. You better watch your mouth. Stop.
Next time you try to hit me, I didn't do anything. You hit me.
Property, please.
You hit me.
Property, please. Nobody hit you. Stop property. Yep.
Daniel tried to get himself back to Denver after getting banned all over the strip through a program that would get him back to Denver for free. But he needed Bob's help, someone that Daniel wasn't able to get in contact with because he was allegedly blocked by him.
Okay, I'm trying to get a hold of Bob because the homeless shelter told me for the Ticket to Home program for me to get a free bus ticket back to Denver. I have to have family verify that they will pick me up from the bus station. And Bob is the only person. This is fully fucked. This message is for Bob not contacting the diversion program when they wanted him to be able to help with the housing and court stuff. I am now to a point to where I'm furious at Bob for him not helping with my career, even though he's paying to continue with some things, making everything worse. Okay, this is an emergency, but I've lost contact with Bob, and Bob will not answer any of my phone calls.
Fast forward to April 5th, and Daniel, this time, made it to New York City, and we would get what's known as the Bodega Incident. It all started with some IRL trolls met up with Daniel, asking him some questions that I'm sure a lot of you are wondering at this point.
I've asked you to leave. We're on the phone with the police. I've asked you to leave. No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm on the phone with my security. No, I'm not. Stop lying. Get out of here before I call the police. What? Who? Okay, so one of them is one of the guys that was sending death threats on Reddit.
Daniel would get kicked out of the store by one of the employees for causing such a disturbance, and it was all recorded in a Discord call.
I had to self-defend myself.
Yeah, Daniel, can you turn your camera on so I know you're safe?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
But
Show us your face. Show us your face.
Those five teenager whatever guys.
Yeah, those trolls.
Their goal, their plan, from what I can see, is they want me to get out of here.
Yeah.
This is private. This is not public. You need to walk out right now.
Yes, the police are on their way.
Right, you wait for the police outside. Let's go.
I'm not going to do that because the police told me to wait here. I have you on film. I have you on film.
Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Please tell me somebody's recording this.
I'm not.
Daniel, what's happening?
I have you on film. I have you on bitch. Police told me to wait in there.
Daniel, defend yourself.
Daniel, get back at him.
Defend yourself, Daniel.
The fucking police! They told me to wait in there!
Daniel then tried to defend himself, and after spitting on the employee, really found out. I can't show you what happened because it wasn't filmed, but I can show the aftermath.
Daniel, you there? I saw his camera.
I'm injured.
You're injured?
I'm fucking injured.
Show us. What is happening?
The guy fucking tackled me to the ground.
Did you spit on him?
I had to hit him for protection.
Oh my God. Wait, show us. What happened?
Did you run away? Put your camera on. We have to record.
My knee is bleeding.
Oh my God.
Daniel, put your camera on.
Daniel. Oh, he's still there?
Daniel, you need to run. Daniel, you need to run.
Since New York wasn't working out for Daniel either, he tried to catch a bus back to Colorado. However, unfortunately for Daniel, he missed it and had a bit of a freak out.
If I miss this f***ing bus ride, I'm gonna be f***ing angry. Got a full f***ing, like, 5 miles to go in like an hour.
Somehow, Daniel did manage to get himself back to Colorado, and he also managed to get himself kicked out of an ice cream parlor and had a meltdown in the streets, even dropping the gamer word.
Hey! You want to search on the brief?
Okay, I'm on the phone with
Get out now!
You have a warrant for your f***ing arrest.
Oh! Oh! Holy shit!
Alright. You're lying! You liar! Just because I'm f***ing famous! Jonas, you're taking goddamn pictures!
Whoa!
I just got that on video.
The day after that, Daniel would explain himself a little bit.
I raised my fist and I knocked over those things in public inside the store. So those trolls that were videotaping me were trying to get me kicked out of the restaurant for something that I didn't do. Okay? They were asking me very, very inappropriate questions. They were also impersonating to be my security when I said I don't have security and I don't know their company, so they need to please leave. They refused to leave, and they basically started creating a scene to where other people in the location started watching. It caught the attention of the restaurant manager. The restaurant manager then got involved, went over, you could see it on video, went over to the trolls that were claiming they were AKA security, which is not true, and asked them to leave me alone. They refused to leave me alone, and they said that I touched children. There's not proof of that. There's never been proof of that. It's all a lie. Okay? So what they did was they got on their phone, they showed this person, literally the subreddit, the Daniel Larson subreddit, this manager at this restaurant. The manager believed it, came back in, asked me to leave. When I said why, I didn't do anything, they said that I was a pedophile and that I touched children live, like publicly, and to where everybody in the entire location could hear.
Fast forwarding again to July 9th, and one of the darkest parts of the Daniel Larson story would occur, the music arc. Daniel went to an animal shelter and adopted a dog named Zola that he had renamed to Music. It's important to note that Daniel lied about having a home.
Hey everyone, meet my new pal, Music.
At this point in the video, I shouldn't have to tell you that Daniel can't take care of himself, let alone a dog, and after concerned viewers made enough noise about it, the animal shelter would make this statement. To our community, it has been brought to our attention that we recently adopted an animal to an individual who may have falsified their personal records, and that the animal's well-being may be in question. We are taking these reports very seriously. We are working with local law enforcement to investigate this new information that we have been receiving from the community. Please know that while we were following industry standards for the screening of potential adopters, we are currently exploring ways to improve upon that process. The well-being of all animals that come through our care is of the most importance to us. If you have any new or relevant information regarding this situation, please reach out to us. A group calling themselves SEAL Team 6 then planned a rescue mission, and on July 11th, it was enacted, with one person managing to get the dog from Daniel and return her to the animal shelter. Daniel then responded by destroying a section of a Walmart, getting himself arrested.
I got my dog now. Just relax for me, okay?
I got my dog now.
Alright. And then I got a text in the parking lot. Alright, just relax. Just relax. We're going to get figured out what's going on, and then we can go from there.
Oh, it's this one?
Okay, here, I don't want to hurt your arm, so until we get figured out, we're just detaining you, all right?
Okay.
You just relax.
Daniel was then taken out by paramedics in a stretcher, and after that, Daniel would be questioned again by police, where he was in the psychiatric ward and told his side of the story.
I don't want to sound crazy with my popularity, but it was a fan, like, you know, a supporter of my career.
Do you know them?
I don't know them by name, but I've met up with them once before.
Okay.
And we got lunch. She paid for my lunch, so, you know, I kind of knew her, not fully, but I knew who she was, what she looked like, and I recognized her.
Daniel would then remain there for the next week, only getting out on July 19th, 2023. Now, at this time, Daniel got paid for a Cameo account that he made where he received $5,772 American dollars, and somehow blew through all of it in a few days. Fast forward to August 31st, 2023, and Daniel would get into another car freakout with Bob. Let's do another round of highlights, but I gotta warn you, this one might make you a little mad, because I definitely did.
You are literally causing this issue to yourself. And I guess I will go without f***ing dinner now, because you have a problem with me even bringing my phone with me. Which is my f***ing legal right. You are crazy. You are never helpful anymore. All you do is cause issues. You told me not to be on the phone in the car. I wasn't.
I said, turn off your phone and put it in the console, and you said yes.
I'm not going to put it in the console, but I will be more than happy to stay off my phone and turn it off. You had a problem with me, like literally having it on my seat. The phone was literally turned off.
Okay? I just turned it on to film this because you had a problem with that. I'm now filming for my protection. This is ridiculous.
Get out.
I'm not gonna do it. Because I have my phone.
Get the f*** out of my car!
Okay, don't f***ing grab me.
You want me to break your fucking arm?
If you break my arm,
then get the fuck out of my car!
Okay, then let go of me, f***er.
You hit me repeatedly. Don't.
Then let go of me.
Get out of my car! Quit hitting me!
You hit me, so I have a right to defend myself!
Get out of my car! Get out of my car!
Now where's my phone?
Open the door and you'll find it.
Ow!
Get away from my car!
Holy f***ing hell! You ran over me! You f***ing ran over me, f***er!
Daniel then proceeded to destroy his motel room, bad-mouthing Bob at the same time.
Bob just ran me over with his fucking car. Bob just fucking ran me over with his fucking car. Bob just ran me over with his car. Bob just ran me over. Bob just ran me over. Bob just ran me over with his car. My fucking foot hurts. Bob just ran me over with his car. Bob just ran me over with his car.
There's no shortage of things that happened in September and early October, like him getting arrested multiple times. But how many times do we have to see that at this point? Especially when the haircut incident happened, when some fans gave Daniel what can only be called a reverse mohawk. Daniel actually stood in front of a judge with that haircut, and because of it, had to get a mental health evaluation.
Went to Jefferson County Court for my pre-trial, and I took the plea deal. So they reduced the 2 criminal mischief. I guess they were for the Walmart case back when I got my dog stolen. And I got into the fight with the Walmart employee when I was trying to contact the police, and they asked me to leave the Walmart. So I pleaded guilty today to that case. I am now doing 6 months probation, supervised probation. And one of the cases got fully lifted, and I pled guilty to one of the cases, which is a 2nd-degree criminal mischief.
Daniel also said some pretty funny things about his haircut in his community posts as well. I just got held at gunpoint because of my haircut and management issues, so because of that, I'm firing everyone. Fast forward to November 11th, 2023, and Daniel would grace us with what's known as the Panera Bread incident.
Those people are causing the situation. Stop filming me,
You're cursing me out.
Try me! Try me! Try me! Try me! I will murder you! I will murder you!
Look at this crackhead.
I can go right ahead! I can go right ahead! Fans are leaking my location! Fans are leaking my location!
Daniel then proceeded to beat himself in the face. Pretty hard too. Alas, that's against YouTube guidelines, so I can't show it to you. But I can show the police talking to Daniel about how ridiculous he was acting.
I felt endangered. And so I put like Looney Tunes? I knocked down the tables to try to create a barrier so I could be on one side and they could be on the other.
I'm real with you. That's a piss poor excuse, bud.
But I felt in danger.
So you punched yourself in the face a bunch of times?
The manager was threatening to press charges on me.
So if you come in here flipping tables over and punching yourself in the face and they say leave and you say no, and they say They're going to trespass you and you say no, that's trespassing. Where'd all these fans come from? They just found you out of nowhere?
I'm a singer-songwriter. I have music on iHeartRadio. Roaring Thunder. It has over 5 million views right now.
Then, a month later, Daniel had another incident, this time known as the Olive Garden incident. Daniel somehow got it in his head that the Olive Garden manager was leaking his naked pictures online and told a Tom Clancy storyline about the situation.
Okay, I'm done with this. I'm gonna go up there. I just got sent proof that the manager is on a public Reddit page leaking nude pictures from me. And my security team out of Hollywood just sent me the verification. So FBI is outside, and I got word that they are in contact with head manager of all Olive Gardens to fire the manager. So I need to talk with her.
Do you want to pay your bill, or?
I'm working on that. I'm in contact with a security company and the FBI out of Hollywood, California. And we have verification and proof that the manager, the head manager here, is knows who I am, okay, and is on subreddit leaking nude photos of me from another platform, and then leaking those publicly. So the FBI is here, and I'm outside.
Okay, bring him in.
Okay.
Bring him in, please.
All right.
I need to see them. I would love to see them right now.
Okay, go ahead and bring them in.
Well, things took a turn when Daniel told the staff that he was arresting them all before having a private talk with the manager of the restaurant.
I'm performing a citizen's arrest, so the FBI is outside. I have more than enough photos coming in. Okay.
Who are you arresting?
I'm arresting every single person here. I'm arresting all employees.
You're telling me that you're a celebrity?
Yes.
Okay,
and
do people take pictures of celebrities, right?
Right, but you were back in back.
Yes.
Printing off documents.
I was?
You said that, and it's on video.
I was printing off documents?
Yes.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm gonna ask you to come over here, actually. Over here. We've been very nice. Like, that's what I'm gonna tell you. You're not filming me, correct?
I am legally required to.
No, you can actually just leave now.
I don't have to leave. The FBI is here. I have fucking photos.
Okay, sir, this is what I'm gonna tell you. You're gonna calm down right now. You're gonna stop filming me, or I'm gonna call the police and they're gonna remove you from here. I know that's what you want. I know that's what you're famous for on TikTok, but we are not doing this. You're gonna curse at me again, or you're going to leave.
I never cursed.
Okay, sir. What I'm gonna tell you right now is you're gonna stop filming and you're going to leave, or I'm going to call the police right now.
Go ahead and call the police.
Thank you. I don't know. We're done.
Then, Daniel did a pro-gamer move and pulled the fire alarm, ruining the night of everyone in that restaurant. Rather than me describe everything briefly and showing it, we're gonna move on to highlights from this point.
Yeah, I guess so.
No, sir.
The managers are the ones escalating this. And I got pictures going on. Let me see. I'm being sent more pictures. We have the FBI coming in. When you pulled it, run. Hi. Yes, I do. I have information that is extremely important with the managers here. My name is Daniel Larson. I'm a upcoming celebrity. I'm dating another singer-songwriter named Grace VanderWaal. I'm in contact with her management, LBI Entertainment, and the CEO of LBI Entertainment, Rick York. Okay? I am also in contact with Grace VanderWaal's, because that's a celebrity I'm dating. I'm in contact with her security and her parents, okay? Now, I have proof from her security, okay,
which is based out of California, that the managers here I have a subreddit called the Daniel Larson subreddit, and the managers here who actually know me, I've been coming here for months, okay, were leaking my nude photos from one platform to the subreddit.
So I have a couple forms for you to sign, all right?
Sure.
So this first form, okay, this is a trespass notice, all right? It's a civil notice just saying you can't come back to this Olive Garden location for a year, okay? December 10, 2023, December 10, 2024, okay?
Okay.
So you can't come back here. If you do, you're subject to trespassing charges, all right?
All right.
What I need from you today is just a signature here, not a mission of anything, but just saying you understand that you can't come back to this location, okay?
Okay. And I don't want to.
Yeah, don't blame me.
Okay.
And then the date's over here, December 10th, 2023.
And then that's 12/10/2023. Okay.
All right, and then next one. So this is a criminal charge, okay? So you are being charged with false reporting to authorities, okay, for pulling a fire alarm when there's no emergency, okay? Should just called us, okay? I understand that those people over online told you to do that. I'll make sure that's documented accordingly and everything like that, okay?
Okay.
Jefferson County, you have a court date February 13, 2024 at the Jefferson County Courthouse, okay?
Okay.
115. If you sign here, not a mission of guilt, just promise to go to your court date, okay?
Alrighty.
Well, Daniel ended up dining and dashing enough that he got banned from every restaurant in Golden, Colorado. And it wasn't just the restaurants that Daniel was banned from either. He was also banned from the local hotels as well because he had made himself a local pariah.
I don't care. It's been every business on this street.
I'm friends with Woody's manager, so...
They called us saying that you were causing troubles.
I haven't even been there in like a couple months.
Please leave, Daniel. I'm asking you to please leave the property. I'm not doing this with you tonight. I do not want to call the police, and I will. Okay?
Like, why
You're
would
not
you?
allowed on the property.
Why would you call the police on me if I'm not doing anything?
Because I've asked you to leave. And
but
we have had multiple people come and tell us that you are causing problems in Golden, Colorado. I have people that are paying good money to stay here.
I did too. I did too. You're stealing my money because I've already booked a motel room.
I
Daniel,
don't
I looked at the reservation that you provided me, the confirmation.
I don't have anything for you.
There is nothing in there. There is absolutely nothing in there. We have asked you nicely.
I have.
I'm going to tell you need to leave.
I have proof that I booked the reservation.
Let me see it.
I just read it to you, like when I was sitting right over there.
I don't care if you take a video of me for your stupid TikTok account. I'm over it, and I will have the police trespass you if you do not leave the property right now.
Go ahead and trespass me.
Okay, great.
I'm working on
This is uncalled for.
It's not uncalled for. I have the right to refuse anybody in this building whenever I feel like it. I don't want the issues, and it's a red flag when all of Golden knows about who you are, Daniel.
It's because I'm fucking famous.
I don't care. I don't care if you're famous.
So
they're calling our business saying that you're causing trouble, and right now you are causing my property trouble. So I need you to leave.
Okay, then I'll leave the fucking state of Colorado.
Bye. See you later. Are you serious right now?
Yes.
Why? That's why you're kicked out. Get out. I'm calling the police. Get out.
You guys are ridiculous. Like, just because I booked a motel room?
Don't break my stuff. Don't break my stuff. Get out, Daniel. Now. Get out. Don't come back. If you come back,
then I'll leave fucking Colorado.
Get out. Get out.
Then I'll leave fucking Colorado.
Get out of my property now.
Then I guess I'll violate fucking probation and leave Colorado.
Goodbye.
Because all this fucking town is reporting me.
Goodbye.
Later, on Christmas Day, 2023, Daniel would get him kicked out of a motel and found out that Bob no longer wanted anything to do with him after all he's done.
I hate Bob. It's Christmas Day. I don't know why Bob is doing this. He's turning on and off his phone, playing with my emotions. I fucking hate this. I hate this. Bob is being a bitch.
Oh, fucking hell. I will fucking murder Bob. I will fucking have him fucking murdered. Oh, it's cold.
So Daniel had a pretty bad Christmas and a pretty bad year. But that's okay because Daniel decided he would go back to school.
The ones that I want to focus on today are ancient Mesopotamia and ancient Texas, all right? Now, ancient Mesopotamia went back 3,500 years, okay? Ancient Texas goes back 3,000 years. Now, something that's much closer to home that happens to be in Texas is the Temple of Quanterius III. This is a pyramid that was constructed 2,500 years ago in Texas. Obviously, in this picture, it's being preserved due to archaeological efforts by scientists. But this is a great example of the Temple of Quanterius in Texas. I believe it's located 5 miles from El Paso currently, but yet again, this is ancient history of its time. If you go very south, far south in Houston, if you look at the picture that I have on the slideshow, you'll actually still be able to visit the remnants of the ancient Houstonian walls. All right? So the ancient Houstonian walls still stand. They're not as tall as they used to be 2,000 years ago, but the Houstonian walls were very big walls that were built by ancient Texanians 2,000 years ago, right? And then we take a look at Dallas, the old city, which is now named Dallas today in Texas, right? So we're going to talk about famous musicals real quick, right? So throughout this slideshow, I've made a list of all of the most famous musicals that have ever been produced, right? And the music that goes along with this. I know last week, one of you guys mentioned The Heathers, and The Heathers is a very, very popular musical. You have Wicked, Les Miserables, Hamilton, Cats, and 9/11 the musical. So these are examples of famous musicals that have been on Broadway for a very long time, right? And they're very successful because of their writers and the music that they've created. Now let's talk about China's extinct species, right? You've seen a movie with dragons, you've read a book about dragons, or when you were a kid, you watched a TV show about dragons, right? Shows and books are based off of dragons, but the archaeological record proves that dragons have actually existed in ancient China. Now, even though dragons existed in ancient China, and they really only ever migrated to Japan and Thailand and parts of Asia, they really stuck to Asia. They didn't go anywhere else.
As you could probably guess, that wasn't a real class that Daniel went to, and as funny as it was, it didn't last long, considering on February 3rd, Daniel got arrested again.
Hey, buddy, it's okay. It's okay. Relax. Just remember your arrest. You got a warrant for your arrest. Relax. Okay? Relax. Deep breath. Calm down. We're good.
It's gonna be okay, buddy. We're gonna figure out the warrant, okay?
Okay, more. All right. So just relax. Everything's okay. You're gonna be okay. All right.
682. We got him in custody right now. We're gonna be walking him out full court. We'll have you stand up, okay, buddy?
Okay.
How's your day going other than this?
21, if we can get a marked car over here to
I just have class that starts. And
what kind of class?
Starts at college.
Okay.
Yeah.
Finance?
Not marketing, something like that, right? Marketing.
Oh, heck yeah, man. Heck yeah.
We're going to take you straight up this way. We're going to patch down. Good guy, he's never usually get worked up, never usually get excited, anxiety, anything like that.
Hey, you're gonna be good, man.
This led to Daniel going to big boy prison and only getting out on March 1st, 2024.
Have you been working out?
It's just to a point. I don't really know what to really do it.
Daniel is an absolute crazy person and has since been banned from Amtrak as well as the local airport and legally can't leave Colorado until like 2026. This was originally going to be the ending of the video, but unfortunately for 3 days straight, Daniel kept doing things that I had to add. such as getting attacked by fans on March 17th.
It's following me. Around that time, there were 2 other people, because I was down at the Boulder County Library. There was 2 other people down on Pearl Street Mall that come up to me, and one of them was carrying a cup of what looked to be soda and tried to pour it on me again. And at that point, I started running, and now I'm not even sure where I am.
Then the next day, on March 18th, he got kicked out of the homeless shelter. Like how?
So I got banned until May from the Boulder shelter and all of their services, I guess, because for 45 days till May, because of the situation with Dylan and what he was posting about me on the media. Apparently, when I reported it to the staff at the shelter, Dylan lied and said impersonator. I'm not quite sure, but he then tried to frame me and said that it was an impersonator making it and that I was making it, claiming to be him and all this weird stuff. And the shelter decided that they were just going to permanently ban me, I guess, until further notice, which is now a violation of probation again. So I don't even know what's going on with that.
Oh, and of course, how could I forget? When I really thought I was done with the script, he got arrested again on the 19th for outstanding warrants. Before I made this video, I knew that Daniel was crazy, but now I know he's nuts. I'm sure that there's going to be plenty of new Daniel videos in the future, but thankfully we're all caught up at the moment. Normally, I'd write out my own little Jerry's final thoughts, but what can I say? Daniel's crazy and this story isn't over by a long shot. But we'll get there when it happens. So as always, thanks for watching and hopefully I'll see you soon.